Where is the new? We have these fashion days a couple times a year where we bring in all brand new inventory. So we know we're kind of in the middle of the spring season for design. So we wanted to bring in a ton of brand new today because this is where you're thinking, okay, I've made my Memorial Day plans. I'm starting to shop for my vacations that I've got going on in the summer. We want all new, and that's what Ari and his team is bringing us today. This is a leather wedge sandal called Gesture. It's brand new today. And this is one, again, we have two colors of, but this one, I'll tell you, I fell in love at first sight because there's something that's very, I don't know, Egyptian, exotic. Yep. I love it.
Well, what you see here, I mean, it's a beautiful cross strap that goes over your instep here. And there's some adjustability on the side. So you do have a Velcro adjustability. Mm-hmm. And then you'll notice on the front strap here, you're not going to get a lot of toe cleavage.
Perfect.
But it's also fully padded in the front also, which is really nice. We're a cork company, so everything that we do has cork in it. Again, we're using that cork because it's a natural shock absorber. But what we do is if we want to dress something up, we're going to wrap it in leather. So we do have that cork, it's wrapped in this beautiful leather. And we put a little suede lining here, so again, if your foot's perspiring, you're really not going to slip through. So it's really going to stop you from slipping right through there.
So this is all just corked, wrapped in leather to make it more dressy.
Pretty much, yes.
And then it's like you outlined and dipped the leather in gold so that you can see both options in the dune, which I have, and then you have the coal. This is also 36 through 42. The size chart's on QVC.com. If you're a half size, go to the next size up. I mean, this to me is what, do you know what like in October when all of the major designers come out with their resort collections,
right.
And you're like, we couldn't be further from resort weather, and you're like, but then when you get there, when it's finally spring, the shoe's all gone, it's all limited inventory. This to me is what should anchor your resort collection.
Right, absolutely. And again, we want that dress, but we don't want to sacrifice that comfortability. So what the designers did was they built up the forefront here. So what you're going to see is a very minimal pitch on a wedge. Mm-hmm. So this is what you're going to be walking on. You're going to feel like you're almost walking on a flat.
And yet you are standing 2 3/4 off the ground, and yet you get the height, but you get that all-day comfort. I want you to see these on Blair really quickly because you need to know how they shape the foot because it's an absolutely stunning shoe. I love that. Do you feel like the black sandal, like the solid black sandal, has been having a resurgence this season?
Yes, I absolutely have been seeing that.
And it's been really interesting to see how people are wearing it because in some cases it's like it almost doesn't go with the outfit, but then it does because it's black. You have taken that must-have idea and what looks to be the little black dress of shoes, and then it just looks like it's just been tipped in gold everywhere. I am not upset about that. That is stunning. That is really stunning. And I'll even say, like, the straps are perfect proportion. Like, the shoe feels lightweight.
Right. And what's really nice, even, we're seeing a lot of more, not only the black, but we're also seeing a lot more of that vintagey look.
Yes.
So even with this dune over here,
yes.
You're getting that vintagey look, but again, you have the metallic and the silver on the side. So, it's getting that dress, but that vintage feel at the same time, which is really hot and really in right now.
We went to Greece last summer, and with this dune that I've seen, a lot of their handmade sandals were all gold and neutral. Mm-hmm. And I think that this has a really cool old world vintage. I mean, when I saw the coal, I was like Egyptian. Like I wanted you to pair it with like some great emerald, maybe Judith Ripka jewelry. This has the making to be like when you think about your shoe wardrobe, even if you go by color schemes, this one just goes flat in the center, center shelf. Because this could be the shoe, again, that you wear every single day. And while you bring it home for $34, the investment of feeling like a flat, but almost being 2 3/4 off the ground, really worth its weight in gold, which is so aptly put, given that you've got that gold detailing on both choices. And notice when you see Jamie walk, like that's what's so interesting about these shoes. You see a girl that's in a 2 3/4 kitten heel or stiletto, and there's always an unease. Right. But there's a lot of grace with this shoe.
No, absolutely. I love storytelling and experiences that I have, or some of my people out in around the country that offer show Naot. There was one customer that came into a Naot event, and she walked in and she was crying, and so you know, my sales representative Mark goes over and he goes, you know, are you okay? You know, what's the matter? The store owner comes in also, and she says, you know, she had some foot surgery and she had a lot of complications, and pretty much the doctor said, you're never going to wear a heel again or a wedge again.
Oh.
And she was really upset about it, and you know, she was introduced to another style that's on this collection.
Yeah.
And she was crying because she just went on her first vacation after 3 years, and she brought a style on this impulse collection, and she never thought she was ever going to be able to wear a wedge ever again. And she just felt so pretty and so excited about it.
Yes.
And she was just so thankful. I mean, it's those kind of stories. It's really nice to hear, you know.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you're experiencing with your little girl right now that's 5. You were taught from from the time that you could walk, it's built into your genetics. You want to wear shoes with height.
Right.
There's something that's ultimately feminine about it. There's something that even at probably age 5, she knows is a very chic moment.
Right.
But whether you're 35, whether you're 55 or 85, you still long for that lift up, because while it gives you that incredible presence of femininity, it's almost a boost to your confidence.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel like this shoe delivers that, because again, with the way that it wraps around, 2 points of adjustability, the straps that are done to perfection, everything about this shoe is lightweight. Everything about this shoe is the very limited resort designer impulse collection from Naot. It's brand new today. There's not a ton of these to go around. We've got sizes 36 through 42. When you see this is that shoe that's the investment, but this is that shoe that's the investment for a lifetime, that will never go out of style, that when the weather's warm, when it's appropriate, you will always be itching to wear. That's your Cole. We also have the Dune. It is a 288157. And we'd like to welcome you into QVC if you're shopping with us for the first time. And as a way of saying thank you, we would like to give you $5 off your purchase price. In fact, when you go to make your first purchase, there's a little section that says promo code. You'll enter in 5 for you, just the way that it's spelled on your screen. And that is something that we would like to say thank you for joining our QVC family. Well, Ari, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Well, thank you for having me.
Happy, healthy delivery for
thank
your
you.
baby. Give all of our best to your wife. And
I will.
be sure to check out his incredible collection, him and his wife, from Naot on QVC.com. But don't go anywhere, because coming up next, as we kick off our 48-hour Fashion Days event here on QVC, we've got a big 2 hours of inspired style coming up next.
Check out these great shows coming to QVC and QVC2.
Isaac Mizrahi returns to QVC with his most popular 24/7 stretch fabrication. Shop for Isaac's ankle pants throughout the day Friday. Then tune into QVC this Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern for Anybody Loungewear, and then flip over to QVC2 for another hour at 6 p.m. Eastern. And Susan Graver is bringing us the big deal on QVC2. We'll kick it off Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern and all day Wednesday. Find what you love on QVC and QVC2.
You've come to the right place to get your summer looks ready. Stay tuned for Fashion